Next, I'd like to talk about the format of the final project. Okay, we're going to use our illustration board, which is 15 by 20 inches, and which is a half sheet of illustration board. If you do not have the illustration board, you can use your 18 by 24 inch pad, and you're going to scale it to 15 by 20 inches. Okay? So our project is going to entail taking these two images, the one section of the drawing that I had just shown you, of the Greek ideal, the schematic diagram of it, and the Dana Gibson head. And we're going to place them on our illustration board in a certain arrangement. Okay? Now, right now I've taken my 18 by 24 inch sheet of paper, and in this dark outline is the size of your illustration board. Okay? And I've just done this to do the demonstration, but it's going to be on your illustration board. Okay? All right, so let's begin. So this is where these two images are going to be. You're going to draw them, you're going to do a copy of them, and they're going to be in this area. I'm going to peel them off so we can go through the whole process. Okay, so like I said, this is my 15 by 20 inch piece of illustration board, and I have it outlined here. Okay, and the first thing I want you to do is divide it in half. All right, you're going to be using your 2H pencil, which is a hard pencil, but you're going to go super light. I don't want you to dig into the surface of the illustration board. Okay, so you're going to put a line down the middle. All right, it's 20 inches, so each section is 10 inches. Okay. Next, I'm going to decide what the border is on each of these images. All right, so now this image is going to be on this side. So what I'd like you to do is you're going to measure 1 3/4 inch from the top and 2 1/4 inch from the bottom, and place your paper in there. Okay. The paper itself is going to be our guide. Okay. Now I want you to make a 1 inch border between your actual piece of paper and the edge of your illustration board. So 1 inch along here. Okay. All right. And then once you do that, I want you to mark the corners of your paper with the pencil. You're going to mark each of the corners, all right, so that you keep it in its right spot, okay? And then we're going to do the same thing over here. All right, so 1 3/4 from the top, and then 2 1/4 from the bottom. 1 inch from this side. It's exact same as this one, 1 inch. And that will leave 1 inch in the middle between these two pieces of paper. So 1 inch, 1 inch, and 1 inch. Okay? And again, mark your corners on each of these pieces of paper so you know where they are. You're going to tape them there temporarily. Make sure they're square. This one's not quite square. All right. Next, we're going to do the same thing we had done in drawing one with the sergeant male figure. Okay. We're going to create a 1 inch scale to copy this. All right. So it's important that you get these aligned properly, because next we're going to divide the edge over here of our board into 1 inch segments. So you're going to take your ruler and you're going to start from the top of this sheet, and you're going to create 1 inch marks. Okay, 1 1-inch marks all the way down to the bottom of the sheet. So start at the top of the sheet, go down to the bottom of the sheet, but you're marking it on your illustration board. Okay, you're going to do the same thing on this edge. Okay, start again at the top of this sheet, mark it 1 inch all the way down to the bottom of this sheet of the Gibson drawing. All right. Next, you're going to next actually I want you to mark 1 inch at the top. So you're going to work your way across, going 1 inch increments all the way across. Okay? All right. And then at the bottom as well. All right? You can okay. Go all the way across with the 1 inch. And then I'm going to use a colored pencil to create my grid. It would be easier for you to see, but you can also just use a regular pencil. All right? And I'm going to connect my 1 inch straight across. Okay? Do not put the colored pencil onto your illustration board. Just go very lightly onto your drawings. And you're going to keep going down. And the reason that we're doing it like this is so that each head aligns perfectly in its spot. Instead of trying to do this one and this one, we're doing them simultaneously. Okay, and then you're going to keep going down. Going down. Okay. Before you remove your ruler, you could, if you need to, which might be helpful, I just thought of this, is to use your regular pencil to carry the line across on the illustration board. Okay? And then you're going to do the same thing, going up and down, using your 1 inch increments. Okay? So you'll need the edge of the paper here. Right? Go in 1 inch, and you're going to go down all the way across, okay? Now you're familiar with this because we had done it last semester. And you're going to create your grid, okay? You can number your grid, all right on your illustration board, okay? Because remember, you're transferring it, right? So you're going to go right on your illustration board. Maybe these are going to be numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And maybe this is going to be A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and continue, okay? After you've added the grid, after you've labeled everything, okay, and you've gone across onto the white area of the illustration board, like I did here, okay, all the way down, all right, then you're going to remove your sheet, okay, all right, and you'll be left with the sense of where the grid is going to be, okay. And then you can connect it all the way across now, after you've had all these markings added, okay? and then you'll be ready to transfer your drawing, okay? So you're going to create a grid on your illustration board, all the way across, 1-inch squares. They have to be square, okay? And then you're going to use the same thing. You're going to create the new drawing by transferring this. And remember, this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. And then A, B, C, D, E, F, okay? And then just follow inside the grid to transfer your drawing. All right, so the grid is going to be done in 2H pencil. And then the drawing itself, you can start out with the 2H to make sure you've located all the proportions and the forms, and then go in with any hardness of pencil that you feel necessary to transfer the drawing. It's going to be entirely in pencil. Okay, good luck.